If you've got a condition connected to your service, the VA might owe you monthly compensation for the rest of your life. Filing for it can feel intimidating, but it's simpler than it looks. I'm going to walk you through the whole thing, start to finish, so by the end, you'll know exactly how to file. Here's the good news before we start. Filing doesn't cost a dime. You don't need a lawyer, you don't need every record in hand, and you don't have to finish it all in one sitting. You can save your application and come back whenever you're ready. And if you're not sure your condition even qualifies, file anyway. That's the VA's job to decide, not yours. Your only job is to get your claim in the door. Before you open the application, pull a few things together. It'll make the whole process faster. You'll want your DD-214, a list of every condition you're claiming, the names and dates of where you've been treated, your direct deposit info, and details on any dependents, like a spouse or kids. Grab any evidence you already have too, like doctor's notes or test results. Don't worry if you're missing some of it. You can still file today, and we'll cover evidence in a minute. Now, the single most important move, and most veterans miss it. The date the VA receives your claim is the date your back pay is figured from. So the sooner it's in, the more money you can be owed. When you file online, the moment you start your application and save it, that date's locked in. You don't need any separate form. If you want the full story on why that date matters so much, watch our episode called When to File. From here, you've got two ways to go, and there's no wrong one. The first is to let someone do the heavy lifting with you for free. The second is to file it yourself online, which I'll walk you through step by step. That free help comes from a VSO, a Veterans Service Officer. Groups like the DAV, the American Legion, and the VFW have accredited reps who'll sit down with you, figure out what to claim, and file the whole thing at no cost. It's not charity. You earned it. If that's the route you want, find your nearest VSO and book an appointment. Even if you plan to file yourself, a free second set of eyes never hurts. Now let me show you the do-it-yourself path. Filing online comes down to 7 steps. You'll sign in, confirm your info and service, add your conditions, share where you were treated, point to your evidence, choose your lane, and submit. We'll take them one at a time. Step 1. Signing in. Go to VA.gov and choose to file for disability compensation. The form you're filling out is called VA Form 21526EZ, but online it's just a guided application, so you don't have to hunt for the paperwork. It'll ask you to prove who you are with a login.gov or an ID.me account. You only need one. If you don't have one, you'll set it up right there with a photo of your ID. And if that photo step gives you trouble, you can verify by phone or a quick video call instead, so don't quit there. Once you're in, the VA fills in a lot for you, like your name, contact info, and military service. Read each field and fix anything that's out of date, like your address or phone number, so they can reach you. Check your service history, your branch, and your dates. It's usually there already. If your DD-214 isn't loaded and you don't have a copy, don't sweat it. The VA can pull your service records on their end. Before you list your conditions, understand what the VA is actually looking for. Every winning claim stands on 3 legs. 1. A current diagnosis, something a doctor says you have today. 2. Something that happened in service, an injury, an event, or an exposure. 3. A link, called a nexus, connecting the two. Keep those 3 in mind as you go. If you can show all 3, you've got a strong claim. If one's missing, that's usually what evidence is for, and we'll get to that. Step 3. Your conditions, and this is the heart of it. Add every single one you want considered in plain words. Back pain, ringing in the ears, sleep apnea, knee pain, anxiety, depression. If it's bothering you and it ties back to service, claim it. A lot of veterans leave money on the table by only claiming the obvious stuff. Mental health counts. Tinnitus counts. The VA can only rate what you actually put down, so don't hold back. For each condition, the VA asks how it connects to your service. There are 3 ways. Direct means it started in service. Secondary means a service condition caused it. Aggravation means service made something you already had worse. Here's how that plays out. Say your knee got hurt on active duty. That's direct. Years later, the limp it caused wore down your back. That back pain is secondary. Claim both, because one injury can earn 2 separate ratings. Next, tell them where you've been treated, both VA and private doctors. Give your okay, and the VA will request those records for you so you're not chasing every page. This is also where you add your dependents. If you've got a spouse, kids, or dependent parents, add them, because once you're rated at 30% or higher, they bump up your monthly check. You'll also describe how each condition affects your daily life, your work, your sleep, your focus, your relationships. Be honest about your worst days, not your best, because your rating is about how much it limits you. Step 5. Evidence. This is what wins claims. 3 kinds carry the most weight. Your medical records, a nexus letter, where a doctor connects your condition to your service, and statements from people who've seen you struggle. That last one's called a buddy statement, and it's powerful and free. Someone who served with you, or a spouse who lives it, just writes down what they've seen. The fill-in templates for these are coming in the Veteran Field Manual, the full guide I'm building right now. Upload whatever you've got. For anything you're missing, the VA can request it. Remember the 3 legs: a diagnosis, a service event, and the link. Evidence is how you prove the ones that aren't obvious. Step 6. Choose your lane. The fully developed claim is the fast track. You're telling the VA you've turned in all your evidence so they can decide quicker. The standard lane gives you up to a year to keep adding evidence, and the VA helps gather it. Here's the rule of thumb. If your file is strong and complete today, go fully developed for speed. If you're still waiting on records, go standard so nothing gets left out. Step 7. The finish line. Add your direct deposit info so they can pay you the moment you're approved, including any back pay you've earned while waiting. Then review every section to make sure it's right. When it looks good, hit submit. You'll get a confirmation and a claim number on screen. Write that number down and keep it safe. That's how you'll track everything from here. After you submit, you can follow your claim through its 8 stages on VA.gov or the mobile app. A decision usually takes several months, and that's normal. Your back pay still counts from the day you filed. The VA might schedule a C&P exam to look at your condition. How you prepare for it can change your rating, so we made a whole video on that. And if your claim comes back denied or lower than you expected, that's not the end. You've got appeal options, and we cover those too. One note if you're still serving or about to separate. You can file before you're even out, usually between 180 and 90 days from your separation date. It's called the Benefits Delivery at Discharge Program, and it can get your claim decided around the time you take off the uniform. 2 quick cautions before we wrap. If you only filed an intent to file and not the full claim, you've got 1 year to finish it, or you lose that locked-in date. Don't sit on it. And the VA changes its forms and website over time. Before you file, double-check the current steps right on VA.gov. We keep verified links in the description, good as of the day you're watching. So here's your move today. Pull your documents together. Go to VA.gov and start your application to lock in your date or call a VSO and let them help for free. List every condition. You don't have to feel ready. You just have to begin. And one last thing. Everything I walked you through is part of something bigger I'm building. the Veteran Field Manual. It's a complete, plain English guide to the entire VA benefit system, and it's almost finished. Subscribe so you're here the day it drops. If this helped, send it to a veteran who's been putting this off. Like the video, subscribe for the rest of the series, and drop your questions in the comments because I read them and I answer.